How's it, guys? Welcome back to another video today. And in this video, I'll be going over the most important levels for the crypto market. And we are going to be going over some big news coming out within this week and next week within the AI market. So there might be a lot of potential setups that I'm going to be looking at today. So we've got big news coming up there. And I want to speak about what actually happened this weekend for Bitcoin and crypto, because obviously you can see on crypto bubbles that we are having quite a nice day, right? Most coins are up 7 to 10%, with WorldCoin up 13%. We have ENA up 11, Jupiter up 7, Gala up 6. So it looks like a little bit of a recovery in the markets, and I want to speak about where this potential recovery can go. Obviously, when looking at this, it's looking all good, and the weekly candle just opened up, and WorldCoin's already up 34%, right? So yeah, look at the AI, the meme coin market, like 𝗕𝗫𝗖, 𝗕𝗫𝗀, 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗽. So 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗽's up 15, 𝗕𝗫𝗀's up 24, 𝗕𝗫𝗖 up 23. A lot of meme coins are pumping, and I want to speak about that. So make sure you guys do stay until the end, because I have a lot of content that I want to show you within today's video. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So first off, I just want to analyze what's happening with Bitcoin and where it can potentially go. So let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame and the daily, right? So if you look at the daily time frame, the stochastic, I don't really normally look at indicators, but the stochastic is at the overbought level right now. And you can see we created a massive top wick to the upside within the daily candle. But bear in mind, we still have 10 hours left of this daily candle, right? But this top wick, it's not looking too good, as it does look like we are rejecting the 65,400 level, okay? So that level was a strong level that a lot of people were shorting at, right? So essentially, if you look at this chart, you can kind of see that this is where people were longing in the market, right? And then it flipped into resistance. And then right now, a lot of people within today are just shorting that area, right? So that is why we saw a massive top wick to that zone, because there's over like 1 billion shorts sitting there. So I do think that we do need a little bit more power, and we will have to see how this next daily candle closes. But it is looking like it is reaching the overbought area, so we might see more downside. But let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. I want to see if we can maybe get a setup here, but you can see on the 4-hour it is a lot more clearer, where we had a massive top wick and we closed back into the 1-hour range, right? So this 1-hour range was the range I was looking at today for potential buyers. And right now, kind of just staying away from this market, because Bitcoin is currently just ranging within the zone, right? So this is going to be your zone today, between 64,400 and 63,100. So I actually took a long today above this level over here. Had a TP at 65,400, because that was a zone I was speaking about, and actually sent it out yesterday on the Twitter. I was saying that there's a lot of shorts within that area, and I was expecting the market to come down. So right now, we are currently just ranging between two key levels, so 64,400 and 63,100, right? So right now, I'm just going to wait for price to either close above 64 to look for longs, or close below 63 to look for shorts, okay? Because this is the only zone that I'm really going to be trading today. But it looks like, looking at this chart, we broke trend line. We retesting this previous trend line right now, and it does look like we might come down here. So currently just waiting for potential setup here, but I will be looking at a potential trade once we break out of the range, okay? The other setup I'm looking at today is, just want to quickly go over Ethereum. So I was speaking about this trend line as well. Essentially, price has been trading above this trend line on the lower time frame, but right now we did actually break it. But bear in mind, we didn't actually break the low, right? So this low was 33,071. We didn't actually break this low. We currently just retesting this low, which is obviously a bullish sign. If price actually closed below 33,079, then I'd be like, okay, market kind of wants to go down here. But as long as it holds 3,079, technically still bullish. But we do need to obviously wait and see how the other charts are looking. But I do want to show you guys this chart here, which is the USDT dominance chart, before we get into the big news within next week. But essentially, USDT dominance did actually break the previous low of this level here at 4.8, right? So the current 1 hour support is at 4.78. And you can see that we all know that USDT dominance is inversely proportional. So technically, we are making lows and highs over here. So this is bearish, which means that crypto technically should be bullish still. So for me, I'm currently just waiting for Bitcoin to break above this level here at 400. I mean, sorry, 64,400. That is the level I'm looking at, and obviously USDT dominance would have to come back down to 4.78. So basically, just waiting on the sidelines at the moment. So once we take a setup, you guys will be notified. I do actually post my setups within my Twitter. So basically, this is where I post all my setups over here. So you can see today I was posting some setups over here. We did go live a little bit earlier, and then this was my range for USDT dominance. And you can see I was looking for longs on the break, and we did actually get that within today. So make sure you guys do follow this account, because I do post pretty much all the trades I take within every day. So make sure you do follow that. But yeah, let's get back onto the next part of the video today, because I want to show you guys what I'm looking at, and that is the inflows, right? So if we have a look over here, we can see that the inflows today and throughout the weekend, they were significantly higher, right? So we had higher inflows compared to the prior day, right? So you can see we had, I mean, if we measure this, just less than $500 million worth of inflows. So it's looking like, you know, the firms like 𝗕𝗔𝗚𝗪, GBTC, FBTC, all these massive institutions are still starting to buy, and they actually did buy the dip, because we obviously did dip below these levels, right? So a lot of people did actually buy throughout the weekend, and that's kind of why, if you look at this data, it just shows you pretty much that these institutions are still buying at these levels, right? So more inflows means higher price action technically. So that is kind of it's a good data to look at when you're looking at institutional money coming in. So make sure you guys do check out this website. It will be in the description. But essentially, spot ETF inflows are positive throughout the weekend, which is why we did get a runner. Okay. And then having a look over here, this also just shows you a comprehensive guide on pretty much all of the different institutions and the daily inflows. And you can see today, let's have a look here. On the 3rd, yeah, it was more inflows, right? So it shows the exact same amount here of around about 378. And this is also 378. Okay, so more inflows means probably potentially more of a pump. And that's kind of what we got today. But if you guys did miss the beginning, we did speak about the current range for Bitcoin. And obviously, this range needs to hold or needs to break in order for us to take longs within today. But I will, throughout the video, I will be going over some coins that I am looking at within today, because there's a lot of altcoins, right? A lot of altcoins are looking bullish today. And obviously, we want to try to catch the ones that haven't really moved, right? So there's a couple I'm looking at that are currently breaking out, and we do have to wait for closures. But obviously, looking at this data, the spot ETF news will help understand, okay, you know, the institutions are buying at these levels, we can start accumulating. And especially when the market's breaking out and pumping back above previous supports, it does make sense. Okay, so this type of data is very, very good to look at. So obviously, more inflows than outflows, so technically bullish in a way. Okay, so basically the next section I want to speak about is going to be the AI market, right? So we all know that Nvidia, one of the top AI stock companies in the world, they have been crushing it lately with their new technology, with their GPU and CPU upgrades. So I want to show you guys they're actually doing. They are actually in the process of doing their earnings on the 22nd of this month. So we are going to be waiting for that because we do know whenever NVIDIA comes out with their earnings, we do see a significant upside within the altcoin market, right? If you look at previous data, we did actually see that, okay? So essentially, next quarter's earnings are estimated for NVIDIA's 5.59, which is a range of 5.2 to 6.93. So you can see over here, the previous quarter was 5.16, and NVIDIA beat this EPS 100% of the time in the past 12 months. So if you kind of do the math there, NVIDIA are actually above average, right? Because the average EPS is estimated to be 66, and the last 12 months, they've been above the average 100% of the time. So that kind of gives you a little bit more confidence, if you want to start look at accumulating AI coins within, this week or beginning of next week. I think it is a good opportunity. So I will be focusing on the AI market, especially because of these earnings, because we do know that NVIDIA, a lot of people are invested into NVIDIA. Okay, so essentially having a look at this on the 22nd of May, and then we have Google's upgrade. So they're actually going to unleash their AI developments. They have a whole new strategy that they're doing. That's going to be on the 14th of May. So they have a whole bunch of upgrades within the AI market as well. So you have NVIDIA, you have Google coming out with massive AI technology upgrades. I do think that we might see the AI market start popping off. So we do need to make sure that looking at this, we do get the timings right. So on the 14th and the 22nd, expect potential upside. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for within the next week. And then let's have a look here. There was another ChatGPT 5. They are expecting to launch another feature. So this is going to be in the June and July. So the whole AI world is not stopping, right? They keep on building. Everyone's keeping investing. So I do think that obviously this is going to have a catalyst for the market, right? Because we do have, like Soul Chat is also like it's a chat, like a WhatsApp for Solana. We have all these AI different technology tokens and projects that I do think are going to pop, especially because of all these upgrades that are happening within the retail sector. So let's see. I am going to be waiting for that. And then also Apple, right? So we spoke about Google, we spoke about NVIDIA, and now I want to speak about Apple. And Apple is also doing an AI upgrade on the 10th of June. So the next 2 months, May and June, are going to be massive for AI. So I think, we're having all these massive companies upgrading within the AI space. I do think that this is going to be a massive catalyst for the next pump within the AI market. So make sure you guys do check out all of these different earnings and keep a note on this, because essentially if you don't invest within these tokens now and we have all of these developments going on, you're probably going to miss the next rally. Okay, so this video is kind of shilling the AI coins because I do think that AI is going to pop very, very soon, just because of the announcements coming up. And we do know when all of these announcements are coming up, we do sense to get a pump within the market. So this is going to be a good catalyst. When the markets, when Bitcoin's kind of sideways and the Bitcoin dominance goes down, the AI market could pump just because of this news. So let's wait for that. Okay. And yeah, another one is OpenAI CEO Sam Altman seeks as much as $7 trillion for the new AI chip project. So he is the OpenAI CEO, and essentially he says that AI chip limitations hinder OpenAI's growth, and as this project would increase chip building capacity globally, he's in talk with investors. So he's trying to also push for an upgrade for OpenAI. So he's asking for investors' money to help actually build this AI chip. And this is obviously bullish because it is signaling that we do need help within some of the AI sector, and a lot of the projects are willing to actually put time and effort into this, which is obviously bullish. Okay, so yeah, there's just a lot going on. This was on the 9th of Feb, so obviously this was announcement a while ago, but it's still the reason why AI sector could have a move, especially with all the other news that I spoke about prior. Okay, and then we have Microsoft as well. So let's have a look here. Microsoft's 100 billion generate AI splurge could send the stock soaring. So basically, Microsoft is also in the process of AI, and they have applications that are intensifying AI with like OpenAI, a supercomputer called Stargates. So all of these massive things that are happening within the AI sector, and all these different companies, like the top companies in the world, are actually getting involved and trying to basically, change the world, and obviously using AI technology, which in short term, this is more for crypto, right? So we're reading what's happening within the traditional space, but this traditional space leads onto crypto because a lot of people will have more confidence in the AI projects, and this is overall really bullish for the AI sector as a whole, not just crypto. Okay, so yeah, I do think that these are the coins that I'm looking at within this next sector. Okay, so yeah, I want to also speak about the coins that are rising. So have a look at the AI and the DePIN tokens over here. Have a look at the last 7 days and the last 24 hours. Pretty much all of them are up, right? So if we go from 7 days, have a look here. We have Octa at 58%, 𝗕𝗏 at 32%, Render up 30%. Render, really good token to look at. NOS also very, very strong DePIN token. Lamb also good. 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗀𝗃, ORS, GPU. Have a look, like IOZ, very, very strong. All of these projects, 𝗕𝗪's up 15% as well. So the last 7 days, we've had quite a nice move, right? Obviously, we're quite bearish last week, and we're breaking like 58K, 56K. But we've come back nicely on the weekend with a nice bullish candle for the week. So I just want to see how this is going to hold. So I do think that AI and DePIN are the next projects to obviously to pump. So keep an eye on this. It looks really, really good for the next couple of weeks. And then the last token I want to speak about is AR. So this is a decentralized storage all-in-one token, and all tokens are fully circulating, right? So basically, when you look at potential projects, you want to come on CoinMarketCap, and you can actually read what they're about. So over here, I just quickly summarize what this is about. But if you go in CoinMarketCap, you can kind of just get project is all about and the price, and obviously you can see what exchanges they listed on, and you can also change this to different time frames, right? So AR, very, very good AI token. I do think that has a lot more upside within the next couple of weeks. So that's pretty much what I want to speak about in terms of the AI sector. I went over quite a lot of information, but essentially that is going to be the information that's going to actually push the market within the next couple of weeks here. So I do think that within the next couple of weeks, we will get quite a nice rally in the AI sector. But before, I want to quickly just speak about my trading strategy for Bitcoin right now and for the market, because I do want to see if we can maybe get some potential setups. So let's have a look at the market. But yeah, bullish on the AIs. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are for your AI tokens, because I want to see what you guys are looking at. But essentially, I'm quite bullish on the AI sector. Okay. But the thing is, right now, the market is, we're having a pump, but I do think that the market is kind of holding levels here. So this is have a look here for Litecoin, right? I was actually looking at this. So I took it long last week, right, at this low, at around about 76.35, and we did tap into that zone, but the daily candles on most of these charts are looking a little bit ugly, right? They're looking a little bit mean. So I'm not too sure if we can actually start closing above. But yeah, my targets for Litecoin is going to be like 109, which is the previous high. So I did actually buy within. We had that massive drop last week. I want to see if we can hold. And then Bitcoin currently just ranging. And then this is the other chart that I'm looking at for Dogecoin, right? So Dogecoin, very, very simple. Basically form this pattern, right? So normally in a falling wedge, we do potentially see downside. So you can see how price kind of just trades within this level. So once we broke below this level, where price came back up, and then we had a dump to the downside. So like some coins are currently at resistance. So for me to take setups there, I kind of just need to be patient and wait for the trade to come. I want to wait for Bitcoin to obviously break previous highs over here, around about 64,400. Once we break that high, I will be taking some longs. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the market. Right now, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna wait for price to obviously to close above my zone here at 64,400. Once we break above that zone, then I will obviously tell you guys what I'm going to be doing. I will be taking a potential long for Bitcoin back up to the zone, because if you guys do watch this channel, this is more on the scalp channel. So this is kind of my setup here for Bitcoin right now on the smaller time frames. If price can close above the 1 hour resistance, then I will be taking a long in the short term here. Okay. I will be taking a long in the short term. But yeah, I do think that we will see a little bit more upsides there. I took this setup today, guys, Rune. More for the spot market, but I took a Rune trade here. But it looks like we are getting rejected here. But if you look at that 8 hour time frame, let's have a look. The 8 hour time frame closed above the level. We came back down, and we are forming high levels here. So I do think that Rune has quite a nice push ready over here. Have a look at Rune for the short term. I do think that we could push above here. And then INJ as well. INJ is still in my entry. We had a nice breakout. We had a nice breakout here for INJ. So I'm currently just waiting here, guys. I do think that INJ has a lot higher levels on the short term. Okay. But let's see what happens. And then SWI as well looks really, really good. Yeah, there's a couple coins looking really good. Yeah, guys. But currently just gonna wait here, be patient. I just need to wait for Bitcoin to either break out or break down. Okay. So if you guys give me 1 minute, I just want to quickly grab my charger. I'll play some music in the background so you guys can just see what's happening here. Let me just. How's it, guys? I'm back now. I was just looking at for a charger, but yeah, essentially, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to break out here. Like I said, I am more on the bullish side today, but this trend line is kind of just holding up for Bitcoin, right? So essentially, this was the range, right? What I was looking at for Bitcoin. As long as we stay in the range, price consolidates, right? When price breaks out of range, price comes down, right? So this is kind of what we had. We had price come up to this zone, and then we had price come back down. So potentially we could potentially see this setup happen where we see price come back down to this low at around about 63,100. So that's kind of also a setup I'm waiting for. We could potentially get a sell here as well. So just gonna wait, right? Just gonna wait right now for the market. But yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens, yeah. We might get rejected, yeah. Let's see. Same as Dogecoin is getting rejected. Bitcoin dominant. I mean, we have USDT dominance looking quite bullish at the moment. So kind of just have to wait and see. Because it also had a fake out to downside and looking bullish, which is why Bitcoin kind of looking a little bit bearish on the short term. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, that's currently what I'm waiting for, guys. Like I spoke about the setups I'm looking at on the short term, but essentially just waiting for Bitcoin here to break above, right? If Bitcoin can't break above here, then we probably shouldn't consolidate. So I'm currently just waiting for that. But in Rune, INJ was good. But let's wait, guys. Wait 2 minutes here until the 30-minute candle closes. Once we get a 30-minute candle closure, we are going to see some prices, right? One hour still got a couple minutes, but yeah, let's see. So Uni's coming down on the 8-hour, yeah. Uni's kind of looking bearish, yeah. Yeah, I might take some sells there. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's the setup today. I hope you guys did enjoy. We'll be trading on my Twitter, so make sure you guys do follow me here. This is my name. I will be taking some setups probably today. The market does look like it wants to come down a little bit, but yeah, thanks again, guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, and peace out.